After the unfortunate takedown of Anime Adventures, a popular anime tower defense game on Roblox, people have been looking for the next best thing. And that is no easy task. We've had games that claim to be high quality and fun like Anime Adventures, but they usually put out bad updates or become pay to win. That's why when I heard that there was a game claiming to be like Anime Adventures with quality of life improvements, I was ecstatic. That game being Anime Vanguards. It was revealed around April or May of 2024 and was supposed to drop in the summer of that same year. So I waited patiently, until it dropped in September. Yeah, this game quickly became known as Anime Delay Guards for the time it took for it to come out. But finally, after months of waiting, it came out. Was it worth the wait? Let's find out. As stated before, Anime Vanguards is a Roblox tower defense game with anime characters. The map takes the form of a board where you can place your units down to stop the enemies. Speaking of units, there are 6 categories: Rare, Epic, Legendary, Mythic, Secret, and Exclusive. Mythic and above have things called evolutions. These evolutions can make your units even more powerful. Other things like traits, stats, etc. can also make your units stronger. Everything I just explained to you is what these anime tower defense games need to have to be considered anime adventures-like. These games also have to have good effects, fun gameplay, replayability, and decent updates. Now that you know what makes a good anime tower defense game, let's see if Anime Vanguards lives up to its claims. Anime Vanguards probably has some of the best gameplay out of all the anime tower defense games I've played. Not only is it well designed and balanced, it's also extremely smooth. Its level transitions into the next seamlessly. It's minimal loading screens, so grinding feels a lot better. The game also is the first to introduce the Manage Units tab. This allows you to upgrade your units even if you're across the map. Other games immediately copy this mechanic, but in my opinion that's a good thing. This mechanic is just super good and these other games need it. And as I mentioned earlier, the game is pretty balanced. Of course, traits are still very pay to win, but you never need them. The game can be beaten with rares and epics, and that includes the Igorous Legend stage. At the time of this video, Update 0.5 is out and introduces raids and boss raids. Raids are the same thing we've seen in other tower defense games, but boss raids are something completely unique to the anime tower defense genre. Just like Bloons Tower Defense 6, you fight these super bosses that have unique abilities every 10 waves. These boss raids give some decent rewards like exclusive emotes, trait rerolls, evolution items, and much more. Compared to other tower defense games, Vanguard still has a long way to go if it wants to compete in terms of gameplay, but I'm loving everything I'm seeing so far. What I really want to see is the return of tournaments. Why hasn't any anime tower defense game after Anime Adventures tried to replicate this game mode? But so far, Anime Vanguards' gameplay is a solid 8 out of 10. It needs some more content, but it's pretty good so far. But let's move on. Anime Vanguards is one of the best looking anime tower defense games I've seen in a while. It's comparable to Anime Adventures and Anime Defenders, but better than games like Anime Last Stand and Anime Crossover Defense. The UI is well designed and easy on the eyes. I've never felt lost when navigating the menus, and I'll say it again, the Manage Units UI is the best addition in this game by far. In Update 0.5, they made it even better. Now you don't even have to click on the units to upgrade them. This was a major flaw in anime tower defense games. Sometimes your units would blob together and you wouldn't be able to upgrade them, especially if you were playing tournaments from Anime Adventures. But with the issue fixed, the devs have more freedom in the way they create maps. Next, I want to talk about the UI when you're actually playing the game. Everything is laid out nicely. You can see stage info on the right, and if you click C on your keyboard, you can see stage rewards and modifiers. It does look a little clustered at first, but it does get better when you get used to it. A little bonus that you can see exactly when the banner and challenges switch when you're in game. Moving on to the audio, the game has its own OST. Each stage has its own music, and every unit has audio from their individual series. It's nothing groundbreaking, but it's still cool nonetheless. But other than that, there's nothing else to talk about. The UI is a lot better than most other anime tower defense games I've seen, and the audio is comparable to Anime Adventures and Anime Defenders. Visually, this game is just really nice, and that's all I can really say. So let's move on to the final thing I want to take a look at, that being animations. And yes, I know, animations are visuals, but I believe they deserve a spot of their own. So let's take a look at them now. The animations in this game are, to put it simply, the best we've seen in a while. Anime Defenders does have pretty good animations, but games like Anime Last Stand just spam visual effects. And this is coming from a person who enjoys Anime Last Stand. The animations in Anime Vanguards look good because they aren't being made for 2 times or 3 times speed. This game also has an entire cutscene for the boss raid. You can tell the devs are putting a lot of love into the characters' movements and manners. Sung Jinwoo is fast like he is in the actual anime. You can also see him using the console in some of his attacks. Vegeta does some of his most well-known attacks, and they look really nice. But my personal favorite actually comes from Update 0.5, that character being Tengen. Each move is super colorful and looks nice on the eyes. I feel like animations in anime tower defense games are usually too bright. This was a problem in Anime Adventures. But aside from Icarus, the animations actually look really good. It almost wants to make me leave them on. But, you know, Icarus visual effects make my eyes bleed, so they are staying off. But that's enough glazing. Let's move on to my final thoughts. When it comes to anime tower defense games, Anime Vanguards is sure to be a contender. Anime Last Stand and Anime Defenders still have high player counts, so there's no monopoly currently on Roblox. When it comes down to it, Vanguards is the best replacement for Anime Adventures, but a lot of players don't want that kind of game. They want something totally unique like Anime Defenders or Last Stand. So if you enjoy those games, that's totally fine. But me personally, I'm looking for a game that brings the same kind of feeling as Anime Adventures. And Anime Vanguards has that feeling. So if you want to experience Anime Adventures, this is the best game for you. And that's why I believe Vanguards is slowly becoming the most popular anime TD on Roblox. It's doing what a large majority of people want, it's actually using anime characters and not the OCs from Defenders. And it has smooth gameplay. But I'm gonna end things here. See you guys in the next one.